Yeah, hi guys, how's it going? So this video, I've got this clip from a while ago. This was actually from like 5 years ago when I was actually, just first getting started with pickup. So yeah, I'll dig through some of my old archives and I found this one, so I thought I'd upload this because obviously I haven't uploaded much infield stuff for a while because obviously with the coronavirus that's kind of hard to do right now. But yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy this one. Just obviously for a bit of context, I see a girl in the park with her friends, so I go in and approach. Obviously it's quite a confident approach and everything, but there are quite a few things to kind of work on or improve upon, because this was one of my earlier ones, and I feel like I've kind of developed quite a bit since then.
Sorry, excuse me. I know it's a bit random, but I was just walking past and I thought you looked really pretty. Can I introduce myself? Huh? What's your name?
I'm Alice.
Alice. What's
Hello.
so funny? You're humiliating me. You know how much courage this took?
Oh. No, it's just a funny coincidence. We were literally just talking about how no one ever speaks to anyone here.
Really? Oh yeah. I like to break like social norms. I'm a bit of a what's the word? Not crazy person, but like rule breaker kind of thing, you know what I mean? I don't really give a shit. If I see a nice girl, I just talk to her. I don't do it often, but I'm single right now, so introduce myself to you.
You've been listening to our conversation?
No, I haven't. No, I was just walked past. But yeah, how old are you anyway? 20. 20. Okay, are you a student?
Technically, yeah, but I'm working here for a year.
Okay. Where are you from then, originally?
Leeds.
Leeds. Okay, yeah. Everyone up north is more friendly, though, aren't they?
They are.
In London, it's very antisocial. You've not got that northern accent, though.
Really? She does.
Does she?
Yes,
Say something. Say something so I can say. That tree is very nice.
That tree is very nice.
Oh, it's a bit of an accent, yeah. I think you've picked up a bit of a London accent since you've been here. Because most people from like Leeds, they sound like they've sucked in helium, and they've got I don't mean that in an offensive way, but I mean, you know what I mean. It's like very strong, thick accent.
Yeah. It's probably because I've lived in Bournemouth for 2 years.
Yeah, that might explain it. Yeah.
Oxford.
So what are you working as?
A research assistant.
Oh, okay, very intellectual. Kind of.
Kind of, but I
sort of.
Basically just make PowerPoints.
Oh yeah, you're doing all the admin.
No, but it's all the research is already done.
Okay.
So I just sort of analyse it.
Analyse, yeah. Sounds boring, like my job. Sales.
Job? Oh yeah, that's probably more boring.
Yeah, it's boring, but you get to talk to people on the phone. Yeah. So yeah, it's not too bad.
People you want to talk to.
No, but still, better than talking to my boss.
Fair enough.
So what do you do when you're not like chatting up random boys on the street?
Pretty much this.
Your friend looks pissed off. She looks as if this guy's a moron. You shouldn't be talking to him.
Speak to him.
Do I?
Likes.
That's good then.
He probably just wishes,
So I've got your friend's approval.
Probably just wishes there was a friend. So this would be a four-way conversation.
Oh, okay. I don't mean to be ignoring you. That's.
Carry on, my darling.
Thank you. Thank you. So, well, should I ask you? I've run out of things to say,
Fair enough.
I'm going to just be honest. But I would like to get to know you more. Perhaps you would be interested in going up for maybe a coffee next week or something like that? Not now, obviously.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm home next weekend.
What? When are you free next week? Actually, you know what? I'll just. And perhaps the week after we'll do something, yeah? Is that alright? One sec.
So yeah, overall it's not a terrible approach. In fact, at the time I was thinking, damn, that was pretty good. Fuck, this is a good one. But looking back on it now, I can see actually, there's quite a few things to improve upon on this one. I'd say, to start off with the good stuff, I'd say like overall it was good. You know, the confidence was definitely there. You know, going in, sitting down with them, just relaxed, just being able to just speak clearly, and without really giving a fuck. That's kind of what it's all about. So that was pretty much, you know, nailed on. In terms of the stuff that could have been improved upon, I'd say like the main thing that I've noticed from this was I was just kind of justifying myself way too much, you know, justifying why I was there, why I was talking to them, saying, oh, I don't do this much, I don't do this often, and being like to the friend, oh, I don't mean to ignore you, and like, you know, all this other stuff, just kind of constantly justifying myself, you know, why am I doing what I'm doing, when really that's kind of like the wrong kind of frame to have. It's just so much better to kind of just own it, just like whatever it is, whatever you say, just go in there with 100% conviction and just fucking own it. So for example, you don't have to like say stuff like, oh, I know this is like a bit weird or whatever, you know, halfway through the conversation. You can just carry on with the conversation, and if she brings it up, then, you know, then you can just own it and just be like, I know it's weird, but you know, it's a good thing, you know, it's good weird, whatever. So yeah, and then kind of at the beginning of the conversation, I was doing what a lot of kind of beginner guys do, which is asking quite a lot of asking a lot of questions. You know, that's something you kind of want to avoid, because obviously it ends up being a bit like an interview, and you tend to kind of find that you lack that kind of level of investment that you really need to get like a really good sort of back and forth conversation where you're going in deep for a little bit. So there was a little bit of that. Overall, there wasn't much kind of depth to the conversation. It was all a bit kind of like, you know, one question, short answer, move on, you know, that kind of thing. And there wasn't really much sexual tension there either. It was all just kind of a bit bland and just kind of, you know, friendly people getting to know each other kind of vibe. But yeah, in terms of the kind of the way I approached this one, it was good that I kind of, you know, just went in and just sat down without really, you know, making a big deal out of it too much. That's really good. That's kind of what you want to do when it comes to you know, park approaches when you know the girls are fairly young, because you can just do it, and you know, it shows a lot of confidence, and it's not really permission seeking. You're just doing it. Obviously I did kind of calibrate a little bit initially, like for example I said, can I introduce myself, and she wasn't like, no, go away. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll sit down. So yeah, no, that's a pretty good thing to do. It is a little bit different, say for example it's a coffee shop or something, you know, you don't want to sit down, like let's say a girl is in a coffee shop just by herself, you know, reading a book or on a laptop or something. You don't want to kind of sit down right away next to her, because that's very intrusive. But because in this scenario she's with her friend and it's a wide open public area, you can kind of get away with it. So that's quite good. And then obviously because it's a more, you know, tranquil environment, it's a more relaxed sort of space, you can get away with just speaking slower, really relaxed, you know, just you know, not having that same kind of intensity as you would when you're on the street, where you've got a very limited amount of time to get the girl to stop, get the girl to focus on you, and to trying to get a conversation out of nothing. Here you could just kind of relax a bit more and take it easy and just chill out. So that's why I quite like, you know, these park approaches. Cheers for watching. If you'd be interested in one-to-one coaching with me, where we'll go out in public and work on you approaching girls, or more generally with your social confidence, please visit my website ed-game.com.
Now let me show you how I blaze it. Leave niggas in the basement on waste spit. Shit trickier than the maze get. Everything I drop raw, cut you like a chop saw. You should stop like when a cop draw before he pop y'all. You get your foot crushed, acting out of sorts and don't support us. You must snort dust riding the